Hi, I'm Dawn Butler, and I am a graduate of Morgan State University. I graduated the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, class of 1996. I currently am a technology and cybersecurity professional.
Hey, my name is Kevin Antoine, Morgan State graduate, former football player and alumni. I went to Morgan State back in 2013, graduated in 2017 with a degree of Bachelor's of Science in Biology. I'm currently a project manager with BG&E, taking my MBA. Excited to be alumni of Morgan State University.
Hello, my name is Jakaya Anderson. I am a senior nursing major, class of 2026, and I'm from PG Maryland. And I'm also a first generation college student. Because I didn't have mentorship coming into college, I didn't know much about financial aid, scholarship, and even how to apply for college. And then coming into college, I didn't know which one I wanted to go to, what major I wanted to be, and also how to make friends and organizations to join. Because I didn't have a mentor in my college years that strived me to become a resident assistant in an all-girls dorm, to be that mentor for other first-gen college students so that they know that they're not alone when they come here and that there is a helping hand right near their door.
My name is Gianni Wilson Brooks. I'm a senior here at Morgan State. I play football and I'm an English major. I would say, in terms of mentorship, I would say my coaches and my teachers have pushed me to be more of a professional, handle my business, handle things on time, be a good communicator, and just be an overall good professional when it comes to handling my business. It's been important just because they've provided me opportunity to fail and try things over and over again and still be there and support me. So I've gotten a good amount of trial and error since I've been here.
When I think of mentorship at Morgan, I think of a time in my freshman year when I decided I wanted to leave Morgan and go to another university. I had started at Morgan as a civil engineering degree, and I wanted to be a biomedical engineer instead. And at Morgan at the time, there were only engineers could only study civil, electrical, and industrial. And I had this grand idea that I would leave. And my advisor told me to talk to the associate dean of the School of Engineering. And he advised me that I should stay at Morgan. I was on full scholarship, and it made so much practical sense. And he said, well, you know what? Instead of doing civil, why don't you switch to electrical engineering, which was a very good foundation, and then you can go and get your master's degree in biomedical engineering. And that was one of the big mentor moments for me. I realize now that had I left Morgan, I would not have received some of what I call like the incubation that I needed as a Caribbean immigrant into the United States that Morgan provided for me.
I would say my opportunity here was amazing. In terms of being a first generation college student here, my opportunity to play football and opportunity to receive mentorship in my freshman orientation class started by Mr. Lewis, who came to the classroom and asked us, hey, does anybody want some mentorship? And I was like one of the only ones to go to go to his office. And since to this day, I've been a great man of grit, honor, and integrity just because of that moment. Mentorship has changed my life.
Advice I will offer my future self is you can always get financial aid for anything. Whether you want to further your education with your master's and PhD, or if taking care of like your animals and pets, there's always funding for whatever you need. Also be that helping hand that you never saw for yourself, encouraging the younger generation to get a higher education, to reach out to the people near them to know that they can get help, that they're not alone when they enter these 4 years of life.
Because we are first generation college students, first generation professionals, like our parents loved us and raised us the best that they can, but learning how to be professional is not something that we were necessarily equipped, not all of us were equipped with, and so getting that patience and support here at Morgan is very helpful. The advice I give to the first generation college students is to continue to be patient with yourself, keep your eyes on the prize, learn, figure out yourself, enjoy college, but definitely keep your eye on the prize. Develop a good work and social life balance, create a table of priorities about, the things that you really care about. Stay grounded in your foundation of what you're trying to do. Recycle everything else around you. continue to grow and change.
One piece of advice that I wish that I had as a college student that I would tell myself if I was back then was to really maximize on the experience. I come from a small country, from a little island, and I gotta say I was a little afraid. I came from an island and I was placed smack dab in the middle of an urban university, and so I was very cautious. So I would say maximizing the experiences, the social dynamics, the organizations you can be a part of responsibly. We don't want you getting in any trouble, but do the most of that because this is a once in a lifetime experience for you. So that would be my piece of advice.
One piece of advice I wish I had as a college student was go to the library early. It was one of the best things that I figured out, and I kind of figured out my junior year. Getting your homework done in the first 3 days of the week and then be able to go party and have fun for the rest of the week. College is just an experience where you really learn how to become a great self-management person and self-accountable. So I would just say to all incoming freshmen, if you go to the library early and you get homework done early, then you can party and enjoy yourself.
We are
the first, but will not be the last.